Are you diligently giving protein supplements to your parents over 70? Do you tell them to make sure they eat meat and eggs 3 meals a day? Surprisingly, this alone isn't enough. In fact, it might even be the wrong approach. World-renowned aging institutes have uncovered shocking facts. After 70, emptying old proteins from the body is far more important than adding more protein. Looking at massive research that caught global medical attention is truly remarkable. A 3-year tracking study of 1,800 elderly people over 70 showed groups that simply increased protein intake barely gained any muscle mass. However, groups that activated their old protein cleaning system gained a stunning 34% more muscle mass while eating the same amount of protein. I couldn't understand it at first either. Doesn't eating more protein build muscle? But as we age, our body's systems change completely. Think about it, what happens if you just keep piling things in a warehouse? It fills up quickly with no room for new items. Our bodies work the same way. Many elderly people complain that despite eating protein diligently, their muscles keep shrinking. Some say they eat meat 3 meals a day, but still feel weak and struggle climbing stairs. Why does this happen? Because their body's cleaning system isn't working properly. Prestigious European aging research teams have revealed amazing facts. After 70, our body's autophagy cleaning system slows by over 60% compared to youth. Autophagy is the natural healing system that breaks down and recycles old, damaged proteins inside cells. This must work properly for new protein to have space to enter. Think about it. Can you serve newly cooked food when your kitchen is full of unwashed dishes? Impossible. You must wash the dirty dishes first. Our muscle cells work exactly the same way. When filled with old proteins, newly eaten protein cannot synthesize into muscle. Latest research from International Geriatric Medicine Societies clearly proves this. In experiments with elderly averaging 71 years old, groups with activated autophagy showed 47% increased muscle synthesis rates, even eating protein without exercise. But groups eating only protein without autophagy, activation increased merely 8%, almost 6 times difference. So now let me answer your most pressing question. How can we reactivate this cleaning system? First is securing fasting time. According to amazing discoveries from world-renowned longevity institutes, maintaining fasting over 12 hours begins activating autophagy. At 16 hours, old protein cleaning starts in earnest. But here's the important point: after 70, long fasting isn't always the answer. Research published by prestigious North American Geriatric Institutes is shocking. When elderly over 70 fast more than 24 hours, muscle loss actually accelerates. Cleaning happens but without new materials to replenish. The body breaks down muscle. Proper balance is needed. The most ideal method is intermittent fasting. Finishing dinner at 7 p.m. and eating breakfast at 9 a.m. next morning equals exactly 14 hours. This duration allows autophagy to work while minimizing muscle loss risk. Large-scale clinical research showed elderly over 75 practicing this method increased grip strength an average of 18% within 3 months. But this method isn't right for all elderly. If weight is below normal or chronic conditions exist, never maintain long fasting periods. Definitely start after consulting your doctor. Especially diabetics face low blood sugar risks requiring extra caution. Second is exercise. But not just any exercise works. Amazing research exists. Facts revealed by Asia's largest elderly exercise research center show strength training is the best method for activating autophagy. Especially short, intense stimulus exercises prove effective. Exercises like squats, push-ups, and stair climbing stress muscle cells. This stress becomes autophagy activation signals. World-class research results show 80-year-olds doing strength training 3 times weekly for 30 minutes. Each increased autophagy-related gene expression by remarkable 55%. Intensity matters. Too light exercise shows little effect. You should feel slightly breathless with muscle tension, but not too much. If getting up next day is extremely difficult, it's excessive. Post-exercise fatigue should exist but remain at recoverable levels. Global Exercise Physiology Association guidelines recommend those over 70 exercise at 60 to 70% of maximum strength. For example, if you can do maximum 20 squats, do only 12 to 14. This activates autophagy while minimizing injury risk. Third is utilizing specific nutrients. Recently published shocking research exists. Certain plant compounds were discovered to powerfully activate autophagy. Most effective among them are resveratrol and curcumin. Resveratrol is abundant in red grape skins. According to International Nutrition Society research, elderly over 72, consuming 250 milligrams daily of resveratrol, showed 41% increased autophagy markers in muscles after 6 months. 1 glass of red grape juice suffices. Curcumin is the yellow component in turmeric. Amazing research results show groups consuming 500 milligrams. Curcumin daily doubled old protein removal speed. Easily consumed through curry or turmeric tea. But to enhance absorption, eat with pepper. Pepper's papain component increases curcumin absorption by remarkable 2000%. Green tea's EGCG component is also powerful. World Longevity Zone research shows elderly over 80 drinking 3 or more cups of green tea daily had averaged 12% more muscle mass than those who didn't. EGCG activated autophagy, keeping muscle cells clean. Fourth is protein intake timing and quality. Here's a really important secret. After 70, it's not simply about eating more, but when and how you eat that's decisive. Large-scale European clinical research perfectly proves this. Groups over 70 consuming 40 grams of quality protein within 30 minutes. Post-exercise maximized muscle synthesis rates, but groups eating the same amount 3 hours post-exercise showed only half the effect. Why? The 30 minutes immediately post-exercise is golden time. During this period, muscle cells' ability to absorb protein reaches peak. Also, autophagy activated by exercise has cleaned old proteins. New protein enters smoothly into empty spaces. Protein quality also matters. According to International Elderly Nutrition Society research, whey protein isolate proves most effective. Elderly averaging 71 years showed increased muscle synthesis rates, consuming just 20 grams whey protein isolate without exercise. Whey protein digests and absorbs quickly with abundant leucine, an essential amino acid. Leucine acts as muscle synthesis switch. World-renowned Muscle Physiology Institute publications show at least 2.5 grams leucine per meal needed for proper muscle synthesis initiation. 30 grams whey protein isolate meets this, standard equivalent to 5 eggs or 150 grams chicken breast. But here's a really important trap. What happens if you keep eating protein all day? Autophagy doesn't work. Shocking facts revealed by prestigious North American institutes show when mTOR, the protein synthesis switch, stays constantly on, the autophagy switch turns off. Simply put, if the factory runs 24 hours, there's no time to clean. Old machinery and garbage keep piling up. That's why minimum 4 to 5 hour intervals between meals are necessary. During this time, autophagy operates cleaning cells. The most ideal pattern is this first meal at 9 a.m. consuming 30 grams protein. Lunch around 2 p.m. also consuming 30 grams protein. Dinner at 7 p.m. for the last meal consuming 30 grams protein. Then maintain 14-hour fasting until next morning. Global longevity research results show elderly over 78 practicing this pattern increased muscle mass average 8% and grip strength 22% within 6 months. More amazing, body fat actually decreased 12%. Autophagy cleaned fat too. Fifth is sleep quality. This is far more important than you'd think. World-class Sleep Institute discoveries show autophagy operates most actively during deep sleep, especially between 11 p.m. and 3 a.m. is golden time. Large-scale tracking research shows elderly over 75 getting 7 or more hours deep Sleep had remarkable 18% more muscle mass than those sleeping under 5 hours. During sleep, old proteins get cleaned and new muscle builds. To improve sleep quality, avoid evening exercise. Finish exercising at least 3 hours before bed. Also finish dinner 3 hours before sleep. The body switches to cleaning mode after digestion completes. Magnesium also helps. According to International Sleep Medicine Society research, elderly consuming 400 mg magnesium before bed increased deep sleep time 45%. Bananas, almonds, and spinach are rich in magnesium. Remember today's cleaning time secret. After 70, you must empty before filling with protein. Activating autophagy through 14-hour fasting. Strength training 3 times weekly, consuming resveratrol and curcumin, 40 grams protein immediately. Post-exercise and deep sleep. Try these simple methods proven by science starting today. In just 2 weeks, you'll feel your body completely transformed. Stop worrying about not building muscle despite eating protein diligently. Secure cleaning time and new muscle grows naturally. It's never too late. Even at 80 or 90, muscles can rebuild. Start from this moment. Try 14-hour fasting starting tomorrow evening. Your cells will definitely thank you. If today's video helped, please subscribe and like. Share with your parents and grandparents too. I'll return with more beneficial information next time. Thank you.